Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Hello and welcome film fans to another quick shot review. This is number 256 and that is my dog in the background. As you can tell, she is barking quite heavily. So if you like dogs, you don't like them barking, but if you like dogs, do drop me a like and a subscribe and keep locked right here on Quick Shot Reviews and of course the podcasting channel. Yes, the podcasting channel, Tilly. Yes, the podcasting channel, which is Talk is Cheap. And today we are going to be talking about A Haunting in Venice. Not just about dogs, but about A Haunting in Venice. I do apologise about that. A Haunting in Venice, directed by and starring Kenneth Branagh, based on the Hercule Poirot novel. I don't think it's of the same name. I think it is actually based on a different titled book, but it is the basic plot. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with these new versions of Agatha Christie novels / films, because in theory they should be great. It's Poirot. In reality, I'm not getting on with them. I watch Death on the Nile and all those kind of ones. They are on streaming services, and I watched this on a streaming service because I did book in for it for the cinema, but I didn't get round to actually watching it. And that is the dog again. She agrees with me on this one. So we're just going to go through the basic plot. It's a post-World War II Venice. Poirot, now retired and living in his own exile, reluctantly attends a séance, but when one of the guests is murdered, it is up to the former detective once again to uncover the killer. Who could it be? Is it the butler in the kitchen with the knife and all that kind of stuff? Obviously, if you've read the book, this is going to be straightforward for you. As my dog unpacks my gym bag, probably to try and find her chew, which is probably buried in there. So, cast list, we've got Kenneth Branagh playing Hercule Poirot, we've got Michelle Yeoh playing Joyce Reynolds, Jamie Dornan playing Dr. Leslie Ferrier, and Tina Fey playing Ariadne Oliver. Sorry, that's me not being able to read. So, like I said, I don't really care for these movies. They've remade a lot of them now, and Murder on the Orient Express, Death on the Nile, and they're all fair to middling with reviews from a lot of people. And for me, it's just not fun. It's not the kind of movie that I would. I mean, obviously, I did go and see it. I did make the conscious decision to watch it. But if I didn't have the podcasting channel, I probably wouldn't go mad to go and see this one. It did have that supernatural spin, so I was quite happy to sort of give this one a go, definitely, because of that. But yeah, it wasn't a horror. Obviously, it was a murder mystery, and there's just for me, no real enjoyment in these films. That being said, a lot of people did enjoy these films, and especially this one, A Haunting in Venice. We've got a good adaptation of a tricky book, for example. Obviously, I haven't read the books. Didn't even know this one existed. Obviously, I know about Agatha Christie and her novels and how much people love them. But in terms of a film, yeah, it's just not me. That being said, obviously, with this being a fair podcasting channel and a fair crack at the whip for all films that are released that I go and see, the sound design, beautiful, the scenery, beautiful, the acting is Agatha Christie, but there's a lot to like. Like I say, the atmosphere for me was really good, but the idea of having sort of a ghostly thing going off inside a murder mystery, it is quite an interesting one, because they're trying to convince you that it's a ghostly apparition that's done all these horrible things, and in reality it's just another human being. So yeah, obviously I'm not going to give spoilers, but it's a Poirot film, so I don't really need to give spoilers. But honestly, not for me. I will move on from this knowing that is the case. You can't win them all. Some people will love it, some people will not love it, and I was one of those ones that had no love for this one. So with that, can I recommend this film? Yeah, if you're an Agatha Christie fan, why not? It's an interesting take on the murder mystery, which do seem to be making the rounds at the moment. There's been quite a few, Mousetrap and obviously these series of films as well. But yeah, they're just not for me, unfortunately. Like I say, that doesn't mean you shouldn't aim to watch it if you like it. Interestingly enough, I did talk to someone who has read a colleague that has read all of the Agatha Christie books and does enjoy these films to some extent, but even they weren't impressed with this one. So, make up your own mind. Not much of a review, but yeah, like I say, my thoughts. We move on to a historical film next that is, by its namesake, Napoleon, by the director of Alien, Ridley Scott. So it's going to be a bit epic. It's going to have a lot of money thrown behind it, and you can keep it locked right here on Quick Shot Reviews, the podcasting channel. Talk is cheap, and we'll see you for the next review. Thank you very much for listening, and goodbye.
Hiya.